In this video, I'm going to explain demonstrate question 9, 11, and 13. We start from question 9. They say pass through 1, 0 and slope 2. So our first thing we must do is to draw the situation. Go right 1 and then do not go up or down. So we find 1, 0 at this position. With slope 2, that means going upward. Whenever x increased by 1, then y will increase by 2. So I know the next point is 2, 2 here. But anyway, to get the equation of this straight line, we write slope equal to slope. That's the constraint for straight line. For some other shape, we have other constraint also. But at this moment, we just learn about straight line. Very important thing is you have to use a general point to represent all the points that fulfill the same requirement. So this is in terms of xy. Left hand side, we compare xy with our given point here, 1, 0. So this is y minus 0, x minus 1. And the slope is given directly from the questions is 2, so we don't even need to calculate. They just give us directly. So y is equal to 2 times x minus 1. Y is equal to x minus 2. Imply that the slope is 2, the same as our condition here. And the y-intercept, when it's cut the y-axis, this is negative 2. In question 11, they say that pass through 2 points. So we roughly draw the position of this 2 points. First point, go left by 2, and then go up by 5. So we have negative 2, 5 at this position. And then they say also pass through 4, negative 1. So from origin, go right hand side by 4 units. And then negative 1, which means go downward, below the ground. Negative 1 here. We want to draw the straight line passing through these 2 points. So once again, standard procedure, let a general point xy. Equation that we require is slope equal to slope. Constraint for straight line. In terms of y, we choose this point and this point, y minus 5, x minus negative 2, or you may write plus 2 directly. The slope is not given. The slope, however, they give us 2 points, which is enough to find out the value of the slope, and you predict a negative outcome because it's obviously going down. The y difference is negative 1 minus 5. And the horizontal distance is 4 minus negative 2. So we get negative 6 over 6 here, which means negative 1, which is consistent with our estimation in the beginning that it should be negative slope. Then the next step is just tidy up the equation, make it like slope intercept form. So that's why this is the slope of this line is negative 1, while the y-intercept is 3 here. A little bit more about slope is we consider from this point towards another point. We go right by 6, and then the outcome is go down by 6 also. So that's why the slope is negative 6 divided by positive 6. We get negative 1 very directly. Don't just follow the formulas, but try to use your understanding to memorize it. Question 13 now, and that y-intercept is 2. If we draw the graph, that means it's cut y-intercept at 2, which means it's passed through the point. X coordinate is 0, the y coordinate is 2. And then the slope is negative 1, that means going downward. So again, the standard procedure. A general point, and then we write down slope equal to slope. Left hand side in terms of xy, so we use y compared with 2, we use x compared with 0. The slope is just simply given -1, so y minus 2 is equal to -1 times x. That means -x here. Make y be the subject, is -x plus 2. A little bit more is about the slope -1. That means the absolute x difference and absolute y difference are the same. You go right how many, at the same time you go down how many. So if you go down by 2, then of course that means we go right by 2 also. That's how can you get the x coordinate. But of course it's not compulsory. Just make sure you can find out the equation of straight line very quickly.